Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Mr. Madness! And yes, I've always got plenty of madness. First, I want to say I don't have any makeup on, and check this out. Look how my skin is glowing. I have started a new skin routine not that long ago, and it's from Casita Linda Beauty on Instagram, and she absolutely does a wonderful job, makes your skin look beautiful. I am like 51 and a half years old, and my skin looks really glowy. I absolutely love it, and I really thank her profusely because I feel like my skin is so much more youthful right now. And that is not what this video is about, but I just want to say I don't even feel like I have to wear makeup all the time. I feel like I can give myself a break and not have to wear like even just eye makeup, and it just feels good. It's so soft. And it's just awesome. So thank you. It's Casita Linda Beauty. And they're awesome. They really are. And anyways, today I wanted to do a video about my new doctor. Yeah. She seems super cool. I've only met her in person one time, but she seems really awesome. She really wants to work with me on the pain and what's going on with being able to work more full time if I can, or work up to that. Right now, I am kind of struggling finding a job, and it's been really difficult because I've been trying, applying to all these places since September when my cleaning slowed down. I was doing cleaning jobs over the summer, and excuse me, and yeah, I was working really hard over summer, really cleaning and just being in so much pain. And I thought, well, it's just because I'm not in shape. And I had gotten physical therapy for a little while, and they were saying that it seemed like a lot of my nerves were being pinched, and just from the bookshelf falling on me 6, 8, 7 years ago, whatever it was. And so some of those nerves keep getting pinched because my back keeps going out of alignment. So I was learning different exercises to do to keep the nerves, to keep the my spine more aligned, and to keep the nerves less compressed or pinched or whatever there's going on. And because nothing shows up in the X-rays, there's nothing that shows up in any of the tests that the doctors were doing, and so they weren't considering it being a pinched nerve. They were just saying that there's nothing wrong that they can see. So one doctor was saying it was fibromyalgia. The other doctor was saying that it was dermatomyositis, which some of the tests I took, like arthritis, came up with a low positive, and then the next test would come up negative, and then another low positive. So I don't know what's really going on with that. I don't know if there's a lot of tests that can read negative on whatever it is that they're looking for, and it can actually still be what's going on with you. So this new doctor says that it could be neuropathy, and technically neuropathy can come from HIV or the meds, or a combination of both. And it can come from a lot of things. It can come from after you have cancer, which I've had 3 times. It can also come from stress, which is very stressful having cancer, and not having your job when you go back, and being able to uh, just go back into your normal job that you love, and that you knew how to do and you were successful at, and now you have to find a new job that it's really intimidating. I mean, there's hundreds of people I'm going up against to find a job, and I didn't go to college. I still have one test of my equivalency test to get, so I even have a GED. I mean, back when I was going to high school, I was getting bullied, and I ended up leaving home because everything was so crazy. I was getting bullied by my stepdad. I was being bullied by my peers at school, and it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. We were like the only poor family in this rich school. It was like we lived in this ghetto shack, and like the whole bus of school kids had to go by it every day. And that's where I got picked up and dropped off. And I was like the first one to get dropped off and the last one to get picked up. It was like horrible. Every kid got to see where I lived and would laugh and tease me and like push me off the bus and everything. It was horrible. And so luckily I had no one else that got off my bus stop. Luckily it was like the only, me and my brother were the only ones. And so, or else it could have been really bad. And there was a lot of times if I had to be at school at all and there wasn't teachers around, I was getting punched and hit, and like people would take my books from me and hit me with them. It was horrible. It was horrible. They would call me a damn Yankee, and it was horrible. It was horrible. I mean, because I lived in New Hampshire and then we moved down south, and so they were still fighting that war of I don't even know why, because it's not like I came down and was like fighting a war against them. I just came down and was like, yeah, my mom forced us to move here, got no friends or anything, and it is what it is. But it's like people were like, you're a damn Yankee, you need to go home, and da da da. It's like, wow, okay. So it was pretty crazy. Even my mom saw a lot of it. It was like kind of very they were very prejudiced against people from the north, and it was very weird because it was a long time ago that whole war was fought and whatever. It was like whatever. But anyways, I ended up with a couple of good friends there, and because I was forced to sit at the same tables and whatever else, and so I ended up making some okay friends. But it was still horrible. I got bullied and ended up leaving home. So it was, yeah, I mean, you can make friends at school even if you are the people that are getting bullied, but that doesn't make it to where it's worth staying. It doesn't make it worth it. But anyways, I luckily got out alive and left school. So that was the reason why I didn't get to get my, education. And then later on, when I was going, trying to go back when I was in LA, just it ended up getting crazy. We were trying to run a production agency, so it got pretty popular, and we were, getting pretty famous for a little bit, and then, we were like, okay, we got to get out of here. It was too crazy to party. But anyways, my new doctor she seems pretty cool. She thinks it's neuropathy that I'm having pain from, and that, like I said, can be from a numerous amount of things. And she's done a lot more tests that they didn't do before. Most of them came up with nothing that she could really go by. That, like, most of the tests, like I said, will come up with a false or a low positive or a negative, and I don't know if it's a false low positive or a false negative or what it is. So we're just still trying to figure it out, and she put me on these meds. I mean, I've been on a bunch of different meds for fibromyalgia and nerve pain or neuropathy pain, like Lyrica, gabapentin, and she tried me on this new one. Well, it's an old med, nortriptyline, and it's actually an antidepressant, but it's also for nerve pain, for pain from neuropathy. And that didn't work well. It was too high of a dose. Plus, I think that the way it worked was it made my hands and my feet so numb, I couldn't use them. It was like I seriously, I had no coordination with them. I couldn't walk right because I couldn't feel my feet under me. I felt like I was walking on little pegs or like stilts or something, and that I wasn't on stilts. I kept falling, and I was having all these side effects. So I called the pharmacist. I had tried them for like 5 days, thinking after 5 days, if those side effects didn't slow down a little and I wasn't able to function at all, that it wasn't going to be good to work on. And it was probably too high of a dose, or it wasn't working. And it also made me stay up at night and just like stress out and have anxiety instead of putting me to sleep like it was supposed to help me sleep and all that. So that was not a good that wasn't a good medicine for me. The Lyrica wasn't a good medicine for me. That one, I guess I remember it not doing a whole lot, and then finally when it did, it made me feel like I had electric shocks everywhere in my hands and in my feet, and it was just weird. And then the gabapentin was weird. I didn't like it because it made me all loopy and weird. And the doctor kept saying, it doesn't make you loopy. You can't get a high off it. And I'm like, well, I feel like I'm getting high off of this and I can't do it anymore. Plus, I had to keep taking more and more and more for it to help the pain. So that wasn't a good trade. So right now, I'm trying to figure out how I can keep affording my CBD, because that's what really works is the CBD and the THC oil that I take orally. I take the THC at night and the CBD throughout the day, and it really helps me sleep at night, and then it helps me function through the day. And I'm not all high and loopy and clumsy and stupid and whatever. I'm all happy and getting through the day. You know, it's like you got to take it through 2, 3 times a day, sometimes 4, but I'm still happy and getting through the day, you know, and minimal pain. But with all the other stuff that the doctors are making me try, it's horrible. All these side effects, and it's been crazy. So I'm just trying to figure out how to be able to afford the CBD, because I don't have my job at the dispensary anymore, so I don't get discounts, and I I don't even have a job right now. I've been stressing out because I've been applying for jobs since September, and it's been crazy because for the first month I was just putting in a couple applications here and there, and to come to find out my computer and my Wi-Fi weren't working well enough together, and my computer kept glitching every time I would submit something. It never submitted it. And even though it would say submitted, it didn't actually go to them, because I ended up talking to some people afterwards, and they were like, no, I never received anything from you. And I'm like, no way. And so I was really upset that that was happening, and I ended up buying a jetpack that was that's a internet booster for my phone plan, and not rely on the Wi-Fi that I can get at my house. And so that's been better. I've been putting in all these applications, and for months now, I've been putting in like 4 applications a day. And that's a lot for me. It's hard for me to sit down and do the computer stuff, and it takes like an 40 between 45 minutes to an hour each time, because for me, I've got so many different skill sets. For each one, I'm trying to adapt all my stuff and give them the experience that they want, like that pertains to that job. I'm not going to go and, like, I tried to get a job at the hardware store, and I'm not going to, I told them about my cleaning and whatever, but I'm not going to say, oh, I don't have any experience working at cash register. I had to make sure that I put a bunch of that experience and the fact that I, used to do all that. And, but then when I try to apply for an office job, I've got to kind of go, okay, for this job, I got to make sure that they know about all the office type skills I used to do when I was a manager. And those are the skills that I want to try to bring forward and tell them about. So each time I'm doing an application, it takes me a lot longer maybe than a lot of people, if they've only had a few jobs, or if they've only had one type of work that they've done. Then they can just put any of their jobs that they've done, if it's all the same. And me, I've worked from everything from, cleaning to the hospital to to cashiering to working in the cannabis to gardening to so many different jobs that are like so different. Like gardening is definitely not the same as customer service. So you don't want to just tell them about gardening when you're getting a customer service job, And so it's been crazy. And it's been a lot of madness with applications. And it's been nuts. And so I've been really trying hard to get a job, and I've been trying not to stress out. And I've used up everything that I had saved. I've used up all of my stimulus checks and everything else that I had between, just paying bills and rent. And then my dog, my poor puppy, he hurt his legs because after he got fixed, he got a little heavy, and I didn't realize it, because we were sitting here healing together, and he got a little heavy, and I got a little heavy, but his little legs couldn't handle it, so his little 5-inch legs, and he kept popping his knee out, and it was really bad, so I had to take him to the vets a bunch. But, between that and paying bills and rent, my whole savings is gone now, and now I don't know what to do. Sorry, I'm trying not to sneeze. I'm not taking allergy medicine because I'm trying to save money. I'm doing the Neti pot. That's, you put the little packets of, I think it's baking soda and bicarbonate or something. I don't know what it is. And but my allergies are horrible. That's why I keep itching my nose. I'm like, oh. But anyways, and I don't know if you can tell, but I'm really stuffed up. But my eyes don't look like it because of the neti pot has been really taking down a lot of the pressure in my eyes, which is really cool, but it really doesn't help like the sneezing and all that. But it's free. You just need distilled water or boiled water, so it works. But anyways, I've been trying to save money there. I've been saving money everywhere I can. I asked for rent relief, the COVID-19 rent help, and because that's actually still going on. And I'm like, look, I've been looking for jobs. I don't know what to do. I've been trying so hard, and I'm not letting the pain stop me. I'm not telling I'm not telling people I'm in pain and I can't do the job, because even if I am in pain, I'm still going to try to do the job. And yeah, I don't know what else to do. It's been really crazy, and I'm hoping that my next video is not going to be, hey, I'm going to be being forced to move out. So fingers are crossed that I'm going to get the rent help, and then that way I can have a month to get a job. I don't know what else to do. It's been really stressful. And I had to start seeing my therapist again, like once a week, because I've been so stressed out. I've been trying not to be depressed all the time. And go, what am I supposed to do? I'm up against hundreds of people. Like some of the places, some of the places like Indeed and the job searches and whatever, they'll show you how many applicants are on there, and then they'll tell you when the manager or the hiring person looked at them last. And so sometimes you can go, oh, it's been 30 days that they even looked at it, and there's 1,000 applicants. And you're like, I'm going to be one of 1,000 people that this person is overloaded with looking at. And I'm like, okay, how can I make my application look better than anyone else's? How can I make it stand out? And so I try to be creative each time, and oh, it's been so crazy. It's so stressful. Like, I'm sitting here just freaking out. Like, how can I make myself sound amazing for every single job that I try to get? And it's been crazy. It really has. But yeah, but I wasn't trying to have a big, long winded thing. So far, my new doctor seems pretty cool, and she is trying to work with me about the pain. She's talking to me about switching HIV meds now, so maybe the neuropathy won't be so bad. And then it'll be easier to deal with the CBD and stuff, and hopefully I'll have a job and can afford it. And so we're talking about that. And yeah, so she really is trying, and she's trying to work with me and help me figure out how I can deal with this pain and not go back on disability, because I don't want to, but it's been so freaking hard. I really have a lot of pain when I work, and she keeps telling me just get a part-time job, but I'm like, well, part-time job don't pay the bills, unfortunately. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to do. So yeah, I'm trying to do the best I can and keep doing it, not get depressed, and just keep trying. And yeah, whew. But I did get to see my son for the holidays, and so my kids and I all got to be together for the holidays, and that was awesome, and it was really cool. Yeah, we got to have a lot of fun together for, I think it was like 3 weeks he was here, and I was really excited, and yeah, so that was really cool, and it helps boost my spirits. And now it's, after the new year, and I got to keep plugging at new jobs, and I've been trying so hard. And I did actually have one of the senior living places here in town go as far as getting a background check on me, and now it's been like 5 weeks since I did the background check, and it's not back yet. So like, I can't keep waiting without having money. You can't pay the bills on promises that you're going to get hired after a background check. But it's like, I don't know. They say it's probably because I've moved around so much when I was a kid and throughout my whole adult life. So to figure out a background check, they have to follow all the places that you moved. I'm like, oh goodness, it's going to take forever with all the places I've moved to. But what are you going to do? Oh, I need caffeine. But yes, this is one of my only addictions now. It really is. Anyways, but yeah, got to figure it out. And hopefully I won't be doing a video about I have to use my security deposit and get the heck out. I don't want to do that to my landlady. She's pretty awesome. And I also, I don't want to do that to myself or my dogs or my kids. They're going to have to come down and help me move. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. This is turning into a long video and I didn't mean for it to be. But anyways, thank you all for watching if you watched this long. And yeah, I'm going to keep you updated on what's going on with the job hunt and with the meds. She was talking about switching me to Biktarvy, but I did look at my old videos and the Biktarvy wasn't a good one for me. So I'm going to have to tell her that I didn't remember all the side effects I had from it. So it's a good thing I have all these videos. Yay! So yay that I'm doing these videos, because even though they may not help that many other people, it helped myself. So yay! Because I couldn't remember. I'm like, I think it was just like a few issues here and there and mood swings might have been side effects from these meds that I'm on getting off of them. And I didn't realize that, but there was a lot more to it. There's a lot of gastrointestinal and then hormonal changes that were made. And I definitely don't want a bunch of, feeling like I'm going to have diarrhea all the time and bad periods. That's just not how we want it. It's not how you want to live. So I'm sure there's going to be another med out there that I can try, and I'll keep you posted. So thanks again if you stuck out this long. I appreciate you. And as always, have a peaceful day. And please like, comment, and subscribe, and ring that bell so you can see when more madness has happened. Thanks.